What is up, guys? Your boy LAJ back at it again with another video. We are live. We are excited. We are ready for game one of the semifinals. I hope you guys are. I hope you guys got your popcorn, your wings, your pizza from wherever. I usually get them from Domino's. They have that $5.99 2 deal where you get a medium, some wings for $5.99 each. That's usually what I do for game days. NFL season's right around the corner, so you guys better start getting ready. But that's not what we're here for. It's a beautiful day today. It's nice and pleasant. It's going to get hot this weekend, so I hope you guys are ready for that. But we're here today because officially the matchup for the Lakers. I mean, you guys already know, obviously, it's since 2 days ago. But here's a matchup for the Lakers. It's going to be the Houston Rockets. So, is this going to be a good matchup for the Lakers? So, here's what happened. Game 7. James Harden. Key block. And then that little bounce up. I don't know, a little controversial, but whatever. The mess up here is Steven Adams. That's where the mess up happened. That's why the Oklahoma City Thunder lost. Not because of bad inbounds. Not because of everything that Chris Paul missed a wide open, I don't know what, like 8-footer, bank on the rim. That close from being OKC, Houston, overtime, and the Thunder had the momentum. They could have been right now. It would have been the Thunder versus the Lakers. It would have been a little better matchup because obviously the Lakers have a 3-1 series lead win during the regular season against the Thunder, so it would have been pretty good. Not saying that the Houston Rockets are a bad matchup for the Lakers, but given the circumstances that they're 1-2 against the Houston Rockets, I don't know. But what I do know is that this Lakers team that we're looking at right now, this very moment, is legit. They straight up manhandled the Blazers. Game 2, they bounced back. Game 3, the Mamba jerseys. Game 4, and then Game 5 happened. Game 5 towards the end is when they really took off. LeBron was aggressive going to the paint. AD was finding his shot on the wing. Danny Green was actually connecting. KCP. I mean, a lot of people are standing around right here, but the team looked legit. Like, there was no doubt that this was a team that we had anticipated. So now looking forward towards the Lakers and Rockets, what should we expect? And that's what I'm here for, you guys. That's what I'm here for you guys to explain. So they are 1-2. I'm going to give you the negative first. Let's take away the negative. Let's rip out that bandage and talk about the bad about the Lakers and the Rockets matchup, shall we? First off, they're 1-2 against the Rockets. But one of those was without LeBron and another was without AD. They shot piss poor from the three. 27% from the three in the entire 3 games. 27%. But here's a wild one. In the bubble, the Lakers have shot 24% from 3 off of LeBron's passes. So LeBron would have a higher assist ratio if it weren't for Danny Green being ass in the bubble, KCP being ass in the playoffs and in the bubble. Pretty much everybody in the Lakers shooting from 3 was ass. If it wasn't for that, this Lakers team would have a higher shooting percentage. They would have beat probably the Rockets without LeBron, but it is what it is. PJ Tucker has held Anthony Davis to 6 points and 4 turnovers. So, what is the solution here? Look, there's no reason. There's absolutely no reason. First off, let me look up what the height of PJ Tucker is. Let's see. PJ Tucker, where you at? PJ Tucker is 6'5". LeBron James is 6'7", 6'8", or 6'9". Anthony Davis is 6'11", 6'10", 6'11". Dwight Howard is 6'10", 6'11". And JaVale McGee is 7 feet. Their tallest guy is 6'5". They don't play Tyson Chandler. But why is there not a reason for the Lakers to dominate in the paint? That's what I'm trying to understand. That's what I'm here to give you an answer to. So obviously, PJ Tucker is a great defender if he's holding Anthony Davis to just 6 points and 4 turnovers, obviously, right? So what's the solution? You obviously go 2 bigs in the paint. You either put Dwight Howard or JaVale McGee to go with Anthony Davis. You clog up the paint and you spread out the floor. Because obviously, this Rockets team, they're 100% focused on living or dying from the three. Let me just make sure that the audio is good and you guys can hear me very good. So let's see where we at. So obviously the Lakers do have some work to do. Yeah, we good. All right, so is that something that the Lakers should worry about? The fact that Anthony Davis was shut down by PJ Tucker in those matchups? No. Let me explain to you why. But in order to understand my reasons behind these lineups, I want to explain some things. I want to give you the definitions of some things. First off, the definition for offensive rating. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I slur and I stutter when I'm talking fast. I slur and I stutter. My brain can't catch up to my mouth, and so my apologies. I'll slow it down. Here we go. So the offensive rating is a statistic used in basketball to measure a team's offensive performance at producing points for the offense. Plain and simple. It's a statistic number that shows how many points a team will score against the opponent. Now, defensive rating. That is a statistic used to measure an individual player's efficiency at preventing the other team from scoring. Plain and simple. Offensive rating is how many points a team can score based on a certain lineup, based on certain stats. And the defensive rating is how much the team can prevent the opponent from scoring. Plain and simple. Okay. So these statistics were created by Dean Oliver. Now, January 18th is a game that the Lakers won against the Houston Rockets. That game, Anthony Davis didn't play. They put out a lineup of LeBron James, JaVale McGee, Danny Green, KCP, and Kuzma. They were out there for 7 minutes. Seems like a small sample size, but 7 minutes is a lot. So, based on their offensive rating and defensive rating, they were a plus 56 on the floor. That lineup. You put Braun with Dwight Howard, KCP, Caruso, and Kuzma. You just switch up. You switch up JaVale with Dwight. You switch up KCP for Caruso. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you switch up Danny Green for Caruso for 2 minutes. They were a plus 108. This is without Anthony Davis, by the way. This is without Anthony Davis. And let's not forget that during that time, they still had Clint Capella. This was before they went small ball. That game, they won by 9 points. I'm not saying that, the Lakers don't need Anthony Davis and he shouldn't, but just in the event that PJ Tucker is clamping up Anthony Davis, there's options for the Lakers to still succeed. I mean, Anthony Davis is still going to be a threat, so obviously, the Lakers are going to be trying to still get him going, but there's still options. That's the beauty about this. If it's not working out, sub him out for JaVale McGee, sub him out for Dwight Howard. As blasphemous as it sounds, statistically, it makes sense because it's a proven factor. Now, what other options do the Lakers have? I cut it right when we're going to dunk on the homie. So, here's the other thing. If you sub Anthony Davis for Dwight Howard, that's a plus 108 net rating. If you sub out Danny Green for Kuzma and JaVale, plus 56. Danny Green for Dwight, plus 50. Braun with Caruso. If you gotta rest Braun, you gotta rest him for Caruso or a combination of Quinn Cook and Jared Dudley. Those are the combinations you gotta go with. That's what Frank Vogel has to focus on. If you're gonna sub out LeBron James, you got to make sure somebody's out there that's fast and going to be able to play point. I'm saying Jared Dudley is a great point, but Caruso and Quinn Cook, they could master that. But, and I got another surprise for you guys that's going to make this a lot easier for you guys. I'm not saying the Lakers are going to sweep. You can't confidently, no matter what, no team is going to get swept. You just saw the Celtics, last minute they would have, but no team right now is going to get swept. Maybe the Bucks, and if it does, oh my God, that's going to be a disaster. They got to avoid a lineup without both LeBron James and Anthony Davis. What is crazy, though, is remember that guy Avery Bradley who opted out? While he was with the team, during the Houston series, he was getting cooked up by both Russell Westbrook and James Harden. He great defender against everybody else, but against these two, he was getting cooked up. So I'm not going to say it's great that he's not, but it makes sense that he's not. And it could be beneficial for the Lakers. Oh, by the way, I forgot to show you guys. See my new Kobe, LeBron, and Jordan poster? Hope you guys like it. But here's a beauty of what's about to happen. You guys ready? I don't think you guys are ready. You guys ready? You guys ready? Here it goes. I know during the regular season, this guy was dookie. Booty. Just, ugh. But Rondo and Anthony Davis had some chemistry in the playoffs. And Rondo, there's a thing called playoff Rondo. I believe in it. We're seeing it right here versus Portland. Granted, he hasn't played in a while, in a good minute. I still think he brings something to this Lakers team to push him when LeBron's not on the floor, because we need a floor general when LeBron's going to sit out. We need a floor general when AD's going to, need that extra pass, open look. And Rondo is able to do that. And he has pedigree. He has playoff experience. He has a championship caliber mentality. And he has a killer mentality as well. So, I'm not saying Rondo is the key, but Rondo is optimistic to be the person to help the Lakers moving forward. So, as for this series, the Lakers versus the Houston Rockets, I'm calling it at 6. Lakers in 6. If tonight they come out explosive, they come out, Rondo's not missing a beat, everything's running smooth, I'm calling it at 5. But I'm look, this is important thing. This is the important thing. The Lakers have to feed the big men in the paint. So, Twin Towers, we need to have the Twin Towers back in the system. JaVale McGee and Dwight with Anthony Davis. We need to have it. I don't think that's slow, that they won't be able. Russell Westbrook is a freak of nature. He's got to have an off night in order for them to really, really not be able to win. James Harden, he's been like Paul George, pandemic. So there's got to be definitely a lineup with both JaVale and AD, or Dwight and AD, or JaVale and Dwight. There's got to be too big in the paint. And you got to feed them. Because there's no way that PJ Tucker, 6'5", 6'6", is going to be able to contain, block, or distort the shot of Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, and JaVale McGee. That's one solution. You get easy 40 to 50 points just there. Easy. LeBron James running it, you get another 20. If the three-pointers are going down, if you're getting 40% from KCP, you're getting 30% from Danny Green, and you add in some Kuzma, you add in some Caruso, there should be no reason for this Lakers team to win it in 5. But everything's got to be going smooth. Everything's got to be going smooth. Am I expecting it to go smooth? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We expected game 1 from the Blazers to be a massacre, and it wasn't. The Blazers took game 1, but the Lakers bounced back, and we saw what happened. So, I expect the Lakers to have a good game. Win, I'm going to say yes. They got to win. I'm expecting them to win game 1. Where they're going to lose is probably going to be 3 or 4. Because Houston, with their backs to the wall, that's when they're dangerous. That's when they're woke. So, the Lakers do have to put their foot on the necks of the Houston Rockets. Games 1 and 2. Show them they're not to be messed with. So game 1 and 2 are key for the Lakers. Rondo has to prove himself. I don't know if he's still, if he's going to be officially in the lineup. He was probable. He's not showing up in injuries. He's not showing up in the injury section. So Rondo might be game time decision. He's a game time decision right now. Anthony Davis is a finger, game time decision. LeBron James growing, game time decision. So It's been a while, Laker Nation. It's been a minute since we've been in a situation talking about playoffs, talking about getting championship number 17. It's been a minute. And this Lakers team, yes. Let's get it. I believe in them. I think they're going to be able to get it. So, let's move on to the next couple of people. This was a super dope series. Jazz Nuggets. This series was amazing. Man. That shot by Jokic was, it just had to. Then right here, oh my God, right there, Jesus, game over. But just when you thought it was over, plink, Gobert. You don't see Donovan Mitchell open on the other side. You guys don't see him open on the other side. The man who's been dropping 50 points, who's been good from three, who's been good from everywhere. I feel you, Donovan Mitchell. I feel you, man. It sucks. I've never been there, but I feel it. Like, damn, that close. I would have 100 out of 100 times preferred Donovan Mitchell take that three and miss it than anybody else. Because Donovan Mitchell's expected to make that shot. He makes it. Bam, Utah advances. If he misses, can't blame the kid. He put the team on his back. And he was the reason. He's not the reason they went to 7. He's not the reason. That's a team. That's an entire team. But Donovan Mitchell never gave up. He was dropping 40. He was dropping 50. He was dropping points to keep this team contented. And it just sucks. I feel for Donovan Mitchell. It sucks. Here's the thing, though. Donovan Mitchell is going to sign, or it's rumored that he's going to sign a 5-year extension, $170 million, with the Utah Jazz. You look at it now, and it's Lakers. You had the opportunity to draft Jason Tatum, and Donovan Mitchell fumbled the bag fumbled the ball right there. It is what it is. Donovan Mitchell, you ever want a real contending championship at the championship? Look at the Lakers. You might want to not sign that extension. You might want to request a trade because Rudy Gobert, scum, trash, piece of shit. I don't know, man. You might want to trade. But now that the Utah Jazz are eliminated, it's never too early to start talking about free agency. So why don't we start talking about a former Laker who I'm hoping becomes a future Laker again? Jordan Clarkson, man. Great off the bench. You already know what he's about. He went off to the Cavs. He already has finals experience, championship experience. He's gonna be a free agent. Look at this move. That's a Kobe move, man. He already has. He played with Kobe. He practiced with Kobe. He went to the Mamba Academy. And he did work for the Utah Jazz. He's on a $12.5 million contract. He's probably gonna get another 15 contract next year, or annual contract of $15 million. He averaged 17 points per game and 29 minutes off the bench. So yeah, I think the Lakers should consider the 27-year-old for the Lakers. I don't know if they'll have the money for it because they still got to make decisions on Anthony Davis. They still got to figure out if Rondo's going to opt out. You got Kuzma still. You got all these players that are still going to have player options, and you got to figure out what the roster is going to be next year and if there's going to be any money for the Lakers after everything's said and done. But if there is money available, why not consider Jordan Clarkson? He can drop 15 to 20 points, even 25 points. You already know he has playoff experience, and he didn't crumble in the brightest lights, and that's without fans. You look him up in the finals, and he was pretty decent with fans and brightest of lights, biggest stage. So maybe it should be something the Lakers should consider and bring back the homie Jordan Clarkson. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I gotta keep my eye on the comment section to see if you guys are down with it or not. But either way, bring back Jordan Clarkson for me. The Clippers and Nuggets, man. These Clippers are not to be trifled with, bro. I think they're going to be a problem. I think they're going to be a problem in the Western Conference Finals. Just look at Kawhi Leonard. Just look at this man, Kawhi Leonard. Jesus, man. 29 points in 30 minutes. And then you had production from everybody. Lou Williams, Montrez. Everybody was putting in work. Everybody was putting in work for the Clippers. That's a dangerous team. Paul George wasn't scoring, but he was doing what he does on the defensive side. He was still a positive in the box score. So this Clippers team, man, they're going to be a problem for the Lakers. They are going to be a problem. I don't see the Denver Nuggets winning one. I think it's going to be a sweep. I know I just said earlier that I don't see a team getting swept, but this Clippers team playing the way they did last night, and that's how the Lakers, that's what I'm talking about. That's how the Lakers have to come out. LeBron's got to drop 30, AD's got to drop another 25, 30, and you got to have production from everybody in order for them to get it in 5. But this Clippers team was getting production from everybody, everywhere. Marcus Morris, a scum. No cheating, no stepping, no murdering anybody. He got his. He got his. He put in his work. So this Clippers team, I see you guys. You guys got my attention. You guys got it. This is a surprise right here. Bucks and Heat. You got Jimmy Butler dropping 40 game 1. You got Goran putting in work. You got everybody being productive just like the Clippers. Jimmy Butler went off for 40, man. And you got the defensive player of the year saying, nah, I'm not going to. It wasn't my job to guard Jimmy Butler, even though he's the best player. It's not my job. And then right here, game 2, defensive player of the year, foul. No time left on the clock. Look at this. Foul. Defensive player of the year. Anthony Davis got robbed. Jimmy Butler puts it away with a bucket at the foul line. No time left. Game. Blouses. The Miami Heat are going to stun the world. Giannis, man, I don't know. He did work, but everybody else seems lost. Brooke Lopez, Robin Lopez, the Lopez brothers, they're lost. Chris Middleton, But all eyes are on Giannis. How did you foul Jimmy Butler at the end? No time left on the clock. Like, you didn't have to make contact. You didn't have to be anywhere near him. Jimmy Butler was going to miss. If he makes it, either way, Giannis, what were you thinking? What were you thinking, Giannis? Defensive Player of the Year award winner, 2020. How are you going to let Jimmy Butler drop 40 on you and not stop him? How are you going to do your thing offensively and not do your work? Anthony Davis was robbed. Yeah, the numbers, the stats, all that extra shit. I see it towards Giannis, but in this instance, the eyes do not deceive. Shout out to the Heat, man. You guys are putting in work. I see you guys winning it in 6. There's no way Giannis gets swept. Absolutely no way. Loses 2. Yes. 5. I don't think so. I think 6. 6 is safe. 6 is safe to say for the Heat. However, for the MVP voting, I know it was supposed to be up until March when the shutdown happened. But the voters have to be looking at this and saying, hey, who's being more productive in the playoffs? And here's a question I'm going to ask you guys. If we were to switch off Giannis with LeBron James, what team would have a better record? Anthony Davis and Giannis with the Lakers, or LeBron James and the Bucks? Take that into consideration. Because the way I see it, LeBron James got Anthony Davis, yes, and Dwight Howard, who's a surprise pickup, JaVale McGee doing work, and they turned him into the number 1 seed in the West. The West, who has the Clippers, the Thunder surprisingly showed up, the Rockets, who people predicted them to be in the top, the Blazers, who surprisingly tanked and ended up in the 8th seed. The production and And just the competition in the West is completely different than the East. And yet LeBron put the Lakers at the number 1 with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis was robbed from the Defensive Player of the Year award, and that shows why. I know it's just one play, but come on. You let Jimmy Butler drop 40 on you and your team. The Celtics are not playing around, man. The Celtics are not playing around. Here's another mistake by, I don't know if it was Rob Pelinka or Magic Johnson, Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is a huge Kobe fan, Laker fan. I'm hoping they don't sign him next year when it comes to LA. But the Celtics are not playing around. And it took literally a last-minute shot for them to win, for the Raptors to not be down 3-0 right now. And Anunoby, the buzzer beater. But Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, they're leading the way for the Celtics. And they still got work from Jaylen Brown. They still got work from Kemba Walker. This Celtics team and the Miami Heat team, it's going to be a battle for the Eastern Conference. For that Eastern bid, this is going to be the battle. I'm looking forward to that for sure. Damn. I'm not saying I'm scared or worried, but come on, man. This Celtics team, they're about that life. Look at the Raptors. Look at the shot locations that they needed to have to even be in the game. Look at that. Oh, my God. Van Fleet hasn't even been himself. Boy, Taco Fall, what you doing? Like, you're 7'20". Oh, my God. But still. The Celtics team and the Miami Heat team are a surprise for the East, and they're going to battle it out. They're going to be a tough matchup for the Western Conference. Whoever comes out of it, it's going to suck if we see the Celtics get number 18. Damn, as a Laker fan, I'll be so pissed. But yeah, Celtics in 5. I think I don't know. Okay. Laurie had to drop 30 in order to. He had to drop 34. 31. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Damn. It is going to be hard. It is going to be hard to decide someone from the East this year. I thought it was going to be Bucks. I think everybody had the Bucks. I don't think anybody had the Celtics if you weren't a Celtic fan. The Heat if you weren't a Heat fan. But everybody had the Bucks coming out of the East. Now it looks like it's going to be either the Celtics or the Heat. Damn. Where the times have gone. And finally, for the NBA, to wrap it up, shout out to Ja. Rookie of the Year. If there was any doubt, I don't know what to tell you. There shouldn't have been any doubt. Rookie took the Grizzlies to the 8th seed. Granted, they lost it in the bubble, but rookie took a team to the 8th seed and battled it out against the Portland Trailblazers. Damian Lillard battled it out. Much deservedly. There should have never been thought to getting Zion that Rookie of the Year. There should have never been thought. It should have been unanimous. There was one voter who didn't vote for Ja. Show your face, you coward. Who didn't make it unanimous? This kid has a huge, bright future. Damn. It's crazy how fast, athletic, and just a point guard. How good he is, man. This kid is going to run the league with Zion, Brandon, all these young kids that are still in the league right now that are just dominant. My God. You team them up with someone else? Oh, man. They got a top seed this year. Woo. Grizzlies are going to be a team of the future. Watch out for them. I'm going to take a quick little break, and we're going to come back with some MLB news. Stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome back. So, man, MLB is actually gonna finish. Like, I don't see pausing anymore. I don't see the pandemic killing it. I mean, the U.S. is pretty much open to everything. You got theaters that aren't open. You got no fans in attendance. I mean, the U.S. is practically open right now. So I don't see any reason why this MLB season is not going to finish with a championship and the Dodgers winning it, a Cy Young winner, Rookie of the Year, MVP. Like, I don't see reasons why. Why not anymore? I used to have my doubts, but not anymore. Obviously, fumbled it the way we were supposed to, but it is what it is. So, people, we're here. We're now. We're ready. The Dodgers are just straight up dominating the West. And you know everybody else is watching. They're watching nervously every time the Dodgers play. So they're playing Colorado Rockies, trash ass team. Told you guys, don't even invest on the Rockies. If the Rockies were a stock option, you should have invested when the season starts. They always start off hot, and you should have sold maybe like 3 weeks in. You should have sold. Should have bought Dodgers when they were low, and stick with them. Just stick with them. But anyways, Julio Urias, my guy, finally showed up. Damn, finally. Took a minute. Guy dominated, bro. Julio Urias bounced back 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, 4 hits, 1 earned run, and I don't need to say anymore. Like, yeah, this is the Urias that I expected. This is Urias that I wanted to see for a minute, and I hope this is Urias we get moving forward. Hell yeah. During that game, Scott Alexander gave up a 2-run home run. He was optioned out, and they made room for this guy right here. So shout out to Julio Urias, but Scott Alexander was traded in for this guy. Damn. Beast. Walker Buehler, 5 innings, 6 strikeouts, 2 hits allowed. That game was a little weird. It was a little interesting. First off, I want to point something out. I'm not going to say this is a bad thing because apparently everybody's doing it, but here's the thing. Buehler had a great outing. You know he's talented. You know what he's about. Game 163, World Series at playoffs. You know what he does. Confident as fuck. But this right here, though, Zach Gallen was supposedly, I don't know, this. I don't want to say that he was, but this looks a little suspect. But reading on everybody's timelines, looking it up, researching all these things that I do, it appears that he's not the only one that does it, and everybody does it. You got, of course, Justin Verlander. I knew there was something about him. I knew there's no reason for, like, wondering why he went from 4 ERA to Cy Young again. Another Astro. Yeah. So it was suspect. But Zach Gallen proven to be doing something suspect. Garrett Cole, I told you guys. And he's not living up to that contract. $300 million. Thank God for Andrew Friedman. Andrew Friedman. Give the man the statue that he deserves now. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing that pitchers use pine tar, because apparently from what I've seen, hitters, batters, whatever you want to call them, they prefer it so the pitchers could have control of the pitches. They don't want to get hit by a 90-plus mile per hour fastball. They don't want to get hit by a slider. They don't want to get hit, period. So I see why everybody's not entirely against it. So this is a little deceiving. I'm not going to say for certain that Gallen was cheating, but obviously you guys can make your own decisions on that. I just present these facts and I talk about them. You guys can make the decision on that. However, it is deceitful if the Dodgers are being held scoreless, a team that scores 5+ runs per game, a team that doesn't strike out that often, a team that gets double-digit hits per game, and Gallen somehow does, his thing. And then based on that little video footage, little suspect. A little suspect. Anyways, game 2, like I mentioned, was a little weird because it took Mookie Betts in the 9th inning, clutch, hitting a home run to tie it up. And then you had Kenley Jensen load the bases up and walk the batter in. He struck out Escobar, but damn, load him up and it was a little sketchy. Chris Taylor, man, he's been heating up. Chris Taylor bunt, error throw. Muncy comes in. We tied. We are tied. Fresh Prince comes up to the plate, walks it off. Jock Peterson, and what I don't show there is Jock Peterson in the at bat before he lined up center field. It was an out, but Chris Taylor had stolen that base. Chris Taylor had stolen third base cleanly, and Jock didn't see it. He swung, fouled it, and it's still a win, still a walk off. But had the Dodgers lost, you would have looked back at that and said, "Why, Jock? Why weren't you paying attention?" You see, Chris Taylor had a big lead. He stole third base handedly, easily, and yeah. But unfortunately for the Arizona Diamondbacks, they ended up messing up. Zach Gallen cheating. It is what it is. But here's what's going on. In the series, Mookie Betts had 4 hits and that clutch home run on Wednesday. Corey Seager had 5 hits, 3 yesterday alone. Chris Taylor has been heating up, man. Oh my God, Chris Taylor, bro. 4 hits, 5 RBIs. 5. Let me repeat that. He had 5 RBIs. He has 5 RBIs. He got that weird bunt against Guerra. The throwing error that got Muncy in, and he stole third but didn't steal it. I mean, y'all don't want Chris Taylor to wake up and get on base. He's a menace. He's going to get in the pitcher's head. Mookie Betts is already in the pitcher's head. You see how often they throw to first base to check on him? Like, they already know he's speed. What if you have Chris Taylor and Mookie Betts on base? That's 2 runs on a single. Easy. You get 2 runs on a single if both of them are on base. So, bro, these guys. And then we have another thing. Clayton Kershaw is still keen, guys. There's no doubt. If you guys still doubt Clayton Kershaw can do what he does, like me, like I'm eating my words right now. My bad, guys. My bad, Clayton Kershaw. You're still the man. Congratulations on strikeout number 2,500. 500 away from 3,000, obviously. But damn, Clayton Kershaw had everything working for him. I just hope this transfers on to the postseason. Every year, this is what we expect. You're great in the regular season. You're godly in the regular season. But come postseason, you become Chris Hatcher. I'm just hoping this is the year. Oh, well, 2017. I'm going to give you credit for 2017. 2015 was also not your fault. That was Zach Greinke not covering third base, where Daniel Murphy stole. Well, not stole, but he just saw third base open and he ran over there. So 15 and 17 obviously were not Kershaw. 18 is still a little sketchy because, supposedly the Red Sox were cheating, so they weren't. But Kershaw is still dominating. So I'm hoping this continues and he transfers it over. It's a shorter season, so he only has to focus on, 15, 16 starts as opposed to 30, 27 to 30 starts. Doable. There's no reason for Kershaw not to not prove himself this year. There's no reason for you to choke this year. There's absolutely no reason for you to choke this year. So Kershaw, congratulations. 2,500, 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, only allowed 1 hit. You were that close to a no-hitter again. So, damn, kudos to you. One big thing. This was mentioned in the player conference. There's no concrete evidence that David Price wants to come back. But he was mentioned in a conference call with the reporters. If he were to want to play in 2020, he would need to get permission from the commissioner. And can you guys imagine David Price in this lineup, like, who do you take out? Honestly, like, what do you do in this situation? You got a champion. You got someone, Hall of Famer, who wants to come back. I mean, Nick Markakis did it for the Atlanta Braves. His first game back, he hit a walk-off home run. But David Price added to this lineup, to his roster, to his rotation. It's going to be hard to take Gonsolin out. It's going to be hard to take Urias out. It's going to be hard to take Dustin May out. Like, these guys have solidified themselves in the rotation. So do you go 6-man rotation if David Price were to opt in? Like, what do you do as a Dodger front office? David Price calls in and says, hey, you know what? I do want to play now. Like, I feel confident in how the procedures are being met and handled by MLB, the prevention for Corona. I see, like, I'm down to come back. Like, what do you do then? Do you bring David Price out of the pen? Because it's happened. Do you move Urias to the pen? Tony Gonsolin, alternate site? I guess in a good way, it's a good thing to have. It's a bad thing to have, good, bad thing to have. So, for me personally, Urias will go to the pen. I got to focus on Tony Gonsolin's development and make sure he goes. But if I want to have my cake and eat it, I'm going 6-man rotation. I'm getting everybody that extra rest. You don't want Kershaw with extra rest. Ugh. The teams are going to struggle, man. Like, how are you going to have Kershaw on 6 days rest? Oh, my God. I'm going to live and die on this hill, though. This next hill that I'm going to present to you guys, I'm going to live and die on it. It should have been Gavin Lux. It should have been Gavin Lux, and we should have kept Alex Verdugo. He's putting in work in Boston. He's pretty much out there by himself, trying to get the team to win. Somebody did I think it was Charlie Steiner, the play-by-play radio announcer for the Dodgers. He said that this is savage too. Mookie Betts has more home runs than Boston has wins. Sad, man. That's savage, bro. Why you got to do that to the Red Sox organizations? Anyways, Alex Verdugo, he was already showing signs of leadership. He was already very talented. If he hadn't been injured, he would have won Rookie of the Year. Playoff experience. Can hit lefties. Can hit in the bottom of the lineup. Has an arm, defensive arm in the outfield. Can you imagine that outfield? Bellinger. Well, I don't know. Bellinger's been playing first base more now. But Mookie, Verdugo, and whoever you put out there, Chris Taylor. That's speed. That's a put out. That's an assist every night. You're not going to score runs in the outfield on that speed. Come on. Gavin Lux is out here trying to figure himself out. I'm hoping he does figure himself out because we need him to wake up. We need him more. He only has 2 hits this season. 2 hits. I think he's played like in 10, 15 games. So we need Gavin Lux to shut me up. Not shut everybody up, not prove himself, but shut me up, because I'm always going to bring up Alex Verdugo. I see what he's doing. He's batting over 300 in Boston. He's got 5 home runs. What else has he got? He's got 886 OPS, 13 doubles, 13 RBIs, 1.3 WAR. So I see what Alex Verdugo is doing out there in Boston. You want me to stop talking about Verdugo? Gavin Lux, start doing your thing, because I know you're kind of the Josh Hart of the Dodgers. Playing video games, not focused, lost at the plate. Gotta wake up, buddy. I'm always going to mention Alex Verdugo as long as Gavin Lux is failing. I want him to succeed, because obviously if he succeeds, the Dodgers succeed. If he's successful at this age, moving forward, can you picture a team that has 26, 27-year-olds winning titles, running the West, scoring, stopping, win, like everything about, like, Gavin Lux is still young, bro. So I want him to succeed. But if he's not going to be successful, I'm always going to go back to we should have kept Alex Verdugo. As long as Alex Verdugo is succeeding, I'm going to mention him, because obviously that's where I stand. He's a fan favorite. We still love Alex Verdugo. The Boston Red Sox fans don't even deserve him. All the slander, all the bullshit that they were giving him. Fuck the Boston Red Sox. Fuck their fans. Stupid ass bitches. Fuck them. And finally, I've been talking about this team religiously. You got to keep your eyes on these guys. The San Diego Padres went all in. They went all in, and they're making that push. The Dodgers are 6 games ahead of them. The magic number for the Dodgers, we're already talking about magic number, 21 games left, is 16. The Dodgers don't look like they're going to be stopped anytime soon. They added Mike Clevenger. He had his first game. He had a little hiccup in the 3rd inning with the Angels. The Angels, which is sad. Like, you lost to the Angels. Like, Andrew Heaney shut down the Padres, who have Tatis, who have Machado, Hosmer, and they just added Mitch Moreland. So it is sketchy that this happened, but I do expect them to still come guns blazing. Y'all been having my attention for a minute. Tatis is the one that opened the door for me to start looking inside and peeking in and seeing, what y'all got in here. It's all about. You guys, you got a little energy. You guys got a little thing going on here. And then those consecutive walk-offs, you got them beating everybody except for the Dodgers. The Dodgers are 4-3 against them. So I've been paying attention to you Padres with your additions to not only your starting rotation but to the offense. Yeah, man, I see you guys. You guys are pretty stacked up. Pretty good. So we're probably gonna face you guys. The DS or the CS? I'm gonna say the DS. Yeah, I'm gonna say we're gonna match up with you guys in the DS, and it's gonna be a bloodbath. It's gonna be a bloodbath, bro. So the Padres, man, kudos to you guys. You guys are a fun club. But when you guys play the Dodgers, you're a little annoying. Obviously so, though, right? So, shout out to the Padres. We see you guys. Much respect. But when you guys play the Dodgers, fuck you guys. Nah, but for reals, though, I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys can do in the future. I'm hoping obviously you guys fail. I'm hoping you guys do stumble. One more series against the Dodgers, then we're gonna see where you guys are at. You guys are all gonna get your first experience. Well, actually, Hosmer and Machado already have World Series, I guess, experience. Everybody else is and Mitch Moreland. So everybody else is gonna get that experience and see what you're all about. Mike Clevenger, I mean, yes, it was the Angels, but still, he didn't give up a bomb to Mike Trout. He didn't give a bomb to Albert Pujols, who somehow always gets the Dodgers. But I see you guys. I see you guys all day, every day, right there. Yeah. However, the Houston series, the Houston Astros, next week, Dodger Stadium. I'm going to be there. I'm going to make some signs. I'm going to be there. I'm gonna have my talking shit signs, and I'm hoping you guys could come. It's on a weekend. Hoping you guys could help me troll the Astros. If not, I'm a one-man wrecking machine. They're gonna see me. They're gonna see my signs, and they're gonna know that they are not wanted here. They're gonna know that fuck you guys. I'm hoping one of them gets off the bus and we could square up. Plain and simple. Correa, I'm hoping it's you, bro. I don't give a fuck if you're 210 pounds. I don't give a fuck if you're 6'3". You suck my dick. Fuck Carlos Correa. Fuck the Houston Astros. You bitches aren't hitting for shit. You guys are winning because of Michael Brantley. Plain and simple. Plain and fucking simple. Fuck the Houston Astros. I'll see you guys when you come in. What is it, next week already? Hell yeah. See you guys next week. I'm going to get my posters ready. I'm going to go get prepped. And you'll see me there at the gates. So, with that being said, bam, the Lakers game, bro. Lakers tonight. Woo! Lakers tonight. Game 1, Houston Rockets. Hope you guys are ready, bro. Hope you guys are ready. It's been a long time coming. Dodgers. Let's beat down the Rockies, bro. Let's just demoralize them. Let's eliminate them officially. Like, take them out. Let's take them out. And for everybody out there, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for the support. Make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe. Go to all those pages that I put up. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for being on. And I'll see you guys Tuesday, hopefully with the Lakers up 2-0. Catch you guys then.